right, Good Friday afternoon. We are currently in Jamestown, South Carolina. Jamestown. I always get confused because it shows Jamestown, Berkeley, South Carolina. So I know one is most likely the county, but I'm never sure whether it's the county or the town first. And I think I've experienced both ways. But if I just give it a little click on the screen, it tells me what the actual town is that I'm in. We're about 30 miles from our last delivery. Got that off pretty quick. Sweated up a storm. I'll definitely be changing after I get loaded. Luckily we don't have to tarp, but I do have to set up a bunch of timbers to make it level so that they can put the rolls on. She said the top row is usually about 13 to 15 feet long. So I'll just have to come out 2 or 3 feet from the step, put the boards there so that they can lay the rolls across, and then they'll fill the rest up on the backside. Which would be perfect for me. I figured I'd show you a little road footage here. I love how the trees kind of lost it back there, but it's still somewhat the same here. I love how these trees are like right up next to the road. It just, I don't know, gives you that real country feel. I mean, it is the country, but I don't know, I enjoy it.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know how I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do tonight. I really don't care as long as I'm with you. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. Look into my eyes, you can use them as a mirror. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now look into my eyes, you can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. Falling down, and I don't know how I would do I'm on cloud nine.
Man, I'm feeling the heat. Last I checked 20 minutes ago, it was 93 degrees here. So we're picking up these landfill liners, and he tried to do 5 across, and we still had about an inch to spare on the one side, but we were hanging about 4 inches over on the other side. That's not gonna work, buddy. So we pulled the one off, and we did a layers of 4. That's fine by me. I don't know if that means less product, but definitely not going to be sticking over the edge. So here's what the load looks like. This is the start of what the load looks like. It's 15 feet long. They're 150 foot long rolls. And he's got put one more on there, and then I can strap down this front section, and then he'll start loading up the back side there. But it's only supposed to be 30,000 pounds. This stuff is the same as see, let's get a little closer here. This is the same thing as that felt stuff that I used to have for padding. Just felt type material. That's all it is. So it shouldn't be. The sweat just pouring. I don't mind it. But I just need to keep drinking, man. I need to work that 2.5 months off. Look at this. We got a little side neck going on here. Anyway, I guess I'll give you guys a quick show when we're all done. It's pretty light stuff. It's only 200 pounds, 300 pounds maybe at the most, maybe 400 pounds at the most per roll. They're supposed to have at most 30,000 pounds. So I'm not even sliding the tandems. I think we'll be completely fine. I might run over and do a scale real quick just to be sure, because I'm going to be going up 95 through Virginia and everything up to I think it's, what is that, Baltimore, jump on the circle and hit 83. Baltimore, Washington, I think it's Baltimore. Either way, show you when the load's done. Yep, I just did the math on that. They're ranging between 394, 395. I just did 500 pounds for the 19 that's here, and that's 7,600 pounds. So that ain't shit. It's just big and bulky. So 76, say we do double the amount here. So I don't think those are, let me see what the weight is on that one. Yeah, so it's the same weight, same size, everything. I thought it was longer, but it's not. They're 15s too. As long as they're doing the same thing, if they do 19, 19, 19, we'll be looking about 24,000 pounds. Nice light load. 255 a mile, I think it was. 17 something on 700 miles. So, not a bad load. A little bit better than the one we brought down, just not as far. So, again, I'll show you guys what we got when we're done. Ooh, buddy. We got here at 1:15. My freaking back is killing me. Here at 1:15, and it's 6 o'clock now. I'm gonna pull over here. I needed to move up a little bit anyway, but I gotta get away from the sun. The freaking thing is killing me. Oh, I can feel the sunburn there. Every time I kept wiping my sweat off. I start feeling that irritated burn. I'll stop right here on the grass. Not on the grass, but right next to the grass. Gotta get away from that sun. I got my air hose set up on the back. I had a plug that failed. So now I gotta get it lined up so that I can get in there clean. Try to clean up the hole, replug it, let it sit for a few minutes, and then top it back off of there. So much fun. So, like I said before, they were gonna try to do rows of 5, and that would have been like bulging over the edges, and I was like, I'm not playing that game. Not playing that game. Now, I would do that if I was only going 100 miles down the road. I would probably play that. But I'm going 700 miles. Plus, I got to go through Virginia. Nobody wants to go through Virginia. Especially with the load over your sides. Might have a couple pieces of wood. I gotta fix that mirror. That are sticking over the edge by millimeters. But nothing crazy that I gotta worry about it. I mean, you really gotta eyeball that to know that it's off. Unfortunately, my last 2 videos didn't get up in time. I haven't even put them up yet. Today's Friday. Should have had one up yesterday on Thursday, and then I should have had one up this morning. But I'm just trying to get back in the groove of things, and I'm tired. Didn't hurt that I only slept 3.5 hours last night, and then I only got another hour of sleep before I had to leave. So a total of 4 broken hours. Basically rambling on. I can remember where it is. The battery's dead, so we line this tire up, and then I'll give you guys a quick show of the load before we take off. I still got 3.5 hours to drive, but like I said, we're only 700 miles, so I can knock out 100 miles tonight or somewhere in the vicinity of that, and run the other 600 miles tomorrow. Get up in the area and spend the rest of the weekend, that Sunday and Monday sitting up in Pennsylvania at the truck stop. Catch a 34 and maybe I want to start organizing this truck a little bit more. Try to get set up for more tools and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do everything. We definitely got some big changes coming, so. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Here she is. Interesting load for sure. Couple things that I didn't really care much for. If I knew a little bit better, I would have put this a little further back, maybe right about here instead of where it is. They wanted me to do a lot more belly straps than I did. They wanted me pretty much go belly strap on every layer. As you can see, I went every other layer, and then on the very top. We ended up with an extra row, so I don't remember what the weight was. I think I said it in the truck, but I'll go over it one more time. And then these things here, these boards here, they were leaving them on every row, which is fine, but they weren't nailed together. So a couple bumps, a couple rattles, and they would have fell right down. I kept 2, one on each side, so that as I undo my straps, I can jump up there, and I can throw one in. I can just set it in like this one here. I can just set it on this board to prevent this from rolling. It's not going to do much for the top layer, but I can prevent at least the bottom layer from kicking out. So that's what I'll do at the delivery. The back here, they tried leaving this gap between the second and third column, and I told them to push it forward because I needed the straps. This winch here normally is back here because you can't slide the tandem or slide the axle with that winch there, obviously. So I had to unbolt it from back there to put the winch here, just so that I can get a strap in this location on the backside. So I got to make sure I pull that out before I go trying to slide. But that thing's down so low, I don't think it would hurt the tire. We'll see what happens, see how high it gets when I go to slide it back forward. So that's it. And like I said, if you look straight down the edge, I think I can catch that one right there sticking over, which isn't, I mean, it's the only one there. And then this side, yeah, you got these two here. But they're so close to the edge you couldn't tell unless you're sitting here going back and forth and really trying to see where it is. But it's still inside the mirror, so I'm not worried about it. The bottom ones I left because I wasn't getting them out. They're already smushed down so much that they're not coming out, other than this side. I don't remember pulling this side out. I don't know even if they even put it in there. This was the only problem I had with this entire load. I put my tarps down there. Was if you look at the back stack, it's nice and mostly straight. This stack here, he had the bottom layer here kicked out so much this way, and then he finally fixed it with the rest of it. And it kicked in a little bit on the top, but it's kicked out so much on the bottom, which means the other side is, this side's floating. So with the strength of the lightness of each roll and how much tension I got on the straps, I'm not really worried about it going anywhere. And if it does, it's just going to fall down in the straps. It's not like it's going to go off the trailer. All right, onto the tire. If you look right here, that's our plug, and it's just dry rotted. It's pulled up some, so it's now seeping air. So I'm gonna yank this out of the tire and clean it up and pop in a new one real quick. I'm not going over that right now. I've done that before. If you guys really want to see a tire get fixed, then maybe I'll do it again in the future. But right now the phone needs a charge and I want to get out of here. So we left, we came back. I show you the good, I gotta show you the ugly. We made it 1 mile down the road. I don't even think it's a mile. I'm gonna do that calculation in a minute. Turned out of the driveway, went down the road to the light, and made a left-hand turn. Straightened out, look in my mirror, and this is what I found. The whole thing shifted over. 100% my fault. First time it's happened to me. I've had one load slightly shift on me, but it wasn't anything like this. Give you an idea of how much it shifted, if you can figure that out. Oops. So yeah, the one thing I tried to do is I have, you can't really see this, but I'll try to explain it. I have a 4-inch strap right here, and then I have a 2-inch strap right here. I have both of them pulling down on this side, which is the side it fell from, or yeah, fell from. There we go. And what I ended up doing, I clipped them together here. the clips ended up adjusting down to there the way I was tightening down. But my idea was to grab it at that center point and be able to pull it back that way. And it was working, don't get me wrong. It was just, I could probably keep working at it, but it would take forever. I'm better off finding a tree and pushing it up against the tree. So instead of finding a tree and ruining the product, I got myself turned around. I tightened that down as best I could, and I crawled my way back over here to the shipper. Got with the supervisor. Said they couldn't do nothing tonight, so they're going to have me park here for the night, and then they're going to send somebody over in the morning to get it redone. I'm going to sit here with my truck running. Oh my God. And make some food. Yes, I'm walking around without my shirt on. It is extremely hot out. I just came back out from inside. I just went in, washed off my face and my arms and stuff. And I'm going to take a baby white bath, get dressed, and I'm going to sleep because I'm extremely tired. Probably had a little factor in with what happened. To be honest, the main reason that it happened was because I didn't tighten the straps down enough. Which I made them tight, they just weren't extremely tight. They weren't as tight as I could get them. And I did that because I was worried about damaging the product. So when I talked to this guy, he was like, when it comes to this stuff, it doesn't matter. He said, just yank on it as hard as you can. So I'll get it fixed in the morning and we'll get out of here. It's only, like I said, 730 miles, something like that. My GPS is saying 728 right now, but I think it's because I turned around, it's trying to take me a different route now instead of the original one. That's it. I'll let you guys know where we end up in the morning in the next video. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.